Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is still it's outside of medicine. Continue the book of Proverbs. I have started part of chapter 26. Just remind you, start with chapter 25. It says more Proverbs of Solomon. So this is about. I think I finished first part of chapter 26 along with chapter 25. So I'm going to move on to continue with chapter 26. And probably not finish all, but the majority of them, just leave a little bit to the next time, together with chapter 27. So I'm going to read it first from previously. Do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you will be like him yourself. Answers a fool according to his folly, or he will be wise in his own eyes. Like cutting off one's feet or drinking violence is the ending of a message by the hand of a fool. Like a lame man's legs that hang limp is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Like tying a stone in a sling is the giving of honor to a fool. Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Like an archer who wounds at random is he who hires a fool or any passerby. As a dog returns to its vomit, so a fool repeats his folly. Do you see a man wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for him. The sluggard says, there is a lion in the road, a fierce lion roaming in street. As a door turned on its hinge, so a sluggard turns on its bed. The sluggard buries his hand in the dish. He is too lazy to bring it back to his mouth. The sluggard is wiser in his own eyes than 7 men who answer discreetly. Like one who sees a dog by the ears is a passerby who meddles in quarrel not his own. Like a madman shooting firebrands or deadly arrows is a man who deceives his neighbor and says, I was only joking. Without wood, a fire goes out. Without gossip, a quarrel dies down. As charcoal to embers and as wood to fire, so is the quarrelsome man for kindling strife. The words of a gossip are like choice mussels. They go down to a man's inmost parts. Like a coating of glaze over earthwares are fervent lips with an evil heart. So I'm going to stop here and continue next time for the rest of chapter 26 along with part of chapter 27. So this is continuously to about the wisdom, the Proverbs of Solomon. I think they're all quite practical also. So saying that do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you will be like him yourself. I think this was I mentioned before. Answer a fool according to his folly, or you will be wise or he will be wise in his own eyes. So this is talk about answer a fool or do not answer a fool. I think it's just based on the situation. When to answer a fool, when you do not answer a fool. If the fool think he's the wisest man in the world, then you need to answer him, to remind him he's not. Instead, he's just a fool. But this is beyond anyone's judgment. Who is a fool? Who is wise? Like a cutting off one's feet or drinking violence is the sending a message by the hand of a fool. So this is do not give a message to a fool. Ask him to pass a message. I think this depends on the fool or the tardy. I think they're different. Fool is normal, intelligent, but just not lack of wisdom. I think the IQ probably normal, but lack of wisdom. Those are the fools. But the tardy, they do not have the normal IQ, but sometimes they still can do the work. Like you train the dog to do things, they can pass the message. So this is saying that just stay away from those who do not seek wisdom. I think that's the center. Like a lame man's legs that hang limp is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Like a tying a stone in a sling is giving honor to a fool. Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. So this is just talk about everything about the fool. we all hope that we have wisdom, but sometimes we probably do something, even though we cannot call fool, but sometimes once in a while we have those foolish moments. But I think that's normal for everybody. Like the tiger had time to nap. But this is the same. The saying for this is just Solomon taught his sons, be wise and to know who is a fool. At what time is the wise people just show he's foolish sometimes also. So just saying that seek wisdom, stay close with wisdom. Like an archer who wounds at random is he who hires a fool or any passerby. So this is saying that deal with the reality, whom you're going to find to work for you. As a dog returns to his vomit, the fool repeats his folly. This is saying that when the wound recovered and then forgot the pain. So this is repeating the past. So that's the hopeless of the foolish thing. Do you see a man wise in his own eye? There's more hope for a fool than for him. So this, if a man is so proud to think he's wise than anyone, then he is worse than the fool. The sluggard said, there is a lion in the road, a fierce lion roaming the streets. As a dog turns on his hinge, so a sluggard turns on his bed. The sluggard buries his hand in the dish, and he is too lazy to bring it back to his mouth. A sluggard is wise in his own eye than 7 men who answered discreetly. So this is saying about the sluggard, which means not diligent. So if not diligent, then it's kind of the situation is kind of quite disappointing. So try to be diligent. Like one who sees a dog by the ears is passing by who meddles in a quarrel not on his own. This is saying that do not meddle around, do not tamper with anything, just focus on your own business. We talk about the caring, the loving, but this is saying do not get in the quarrels, not your own business. I think this is wise. And you judge what time you show your care, what time you show your stop away. Do not stop by for those quarrels. It's not your own. Like a madman shooting firebrands or deadly arrows is a man who deceives his neighbors. I was not only joking. So this is saying that neighbors do not joke with. Some people you can joke with anything, with some people you cannot joke with. So this is saying that you're not joking. Without wood, a fire goes out. Without gossip, a quarrel dies down. As charcoal to embers and as wood to fire is a quarrelsome man for kindling strife. The words of gossip are like choice mussels. They go down to man's inmost heart. Like a coating glaze over earthware are fervent lips with an evil heart. So this is saying the gossips, the words, and also the quarrels. Just be wise. Do not get into the fight and quarrels. And also stay away from those coating glaze over earthenware and with the fervent lips and also the evil heart. So this is about the second part of chapter 26. I'm going to stop here today and hope that you can read, interpret in your own way. I think these are quite practical. If we can follow this, sometimes you need wisdom to really follow it right. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.